Why making YouTube videos is so time consuming. Especially if you have a business, you don't want to spend weeks just producing one video. It doesn't matter how many views you'll get on it, it's just not worth it. But like in any business, you need traffic. And I'm gonna share with you what we did for the last 7 years to be able to publish one video a week for 7 years, every single week, without burning out or missing a date. Here's what we are doing right now. Like I'm doing this for this channel and the other channel. We are able to sustain both of them perfectly with no problem. So the first thing you need to do is prepare. I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you are one of those that just switch on the camera and try to come up with content, you're gonna waste a lot of time trying to figure everything out. Even if you are great on camera, if you've got great presence and can come up with concepts like this, it's not gonna help you if you don't do a little bit of a research about your topic and titles before you even start recording. I highly recommend you put down the 3 to 5 content pillars of your channel. For example, if you've got a painting channel, you want to talk about painting techniques, painting tools, canvases, and maybe another painting technique. We've got 4 content pillars, so you're going to produce videos about each pillar only. Don't go and tell about vacations that you had. This will make your channel specific to one niche so that YouTube can push it to other people with the same interests. Then when it comes to titles, spend a little bit of time to check on the YouTube search bar something related to your main content pillars. For example, if you are talking about painting tools, you might want to start typing something like the best paintbrush for my oil painting and see what comes up. If you spend a few hours just coming up with titles for each content pillar for your channel, you don't have to think about what kind of videos to do the next time you want to record one. You already have a bunch of titles that you can just tackle and start immediately. And if you don't know how to do research on topic and titles, I go way deeper on this in my free YouTube guide that you can download in the link in the description box below. It's free, check it out, it's gonna help you. So there you go, your content plan sorted. But now, how do we go about producing these videos? I usually script them all. I script them all because I don't want to spend time during the recording day figuring out what I have to say. I want to just switch on the camera, set up the lighting and be able to talk just by glancing at my script. It's a huge time saver because if you've got the scripts, you can batch record more than one video, and you can also know what the video is all about up front and do some B-rolls or like close-ups of things if you need them. I've already made a video about how I do scripting for YouTube channels, so I'm gonna link it in the card somewhere here or down in the description below, so check that one out. It's gonna tell you step by step how to do a very simple, very quick script for a YouTube video. But to summarize, a script should describe the main sections of your video. Meaning, at the beginning you need to have a hook to let people know they are in the right place. They actually clicked on the right thumbnail because that's what they wanted to watch. And if there is a specific technique for that, check out this video here to know how to do it properly. Then the second section is the intro plus the content points. I always recommend you to break down everything you want to say into big bullet points so that you can just glance at them and talk from the heart. But you need to know the flow of them. What comes first, what comes after, and what you want to slot in the middle. Then at the end, you want to decide up front what your watcher is going to do at the end of the video. And I highly recommend you choose one video for them to go and click as an end screen. So make sure that you finish your content and you transition immediately into the description of why they should watch the next video so they can click on it and gain more watch time on your channel because they're gonna keep watching your content over and over again. That's the simple script. You don't have to write everything down, every single word. Just make sure you've got the sections done, the bullet points, and you're ready to go. Please don't make the mistake of, you know what, I'm gonna memorize the script and do everything in one go, because you're gonna ramble at some point. It's much better to have the points recorded separately so that even when you are editing yourself or when you outsource it to the editors, they will know how to piece it together. It's going to be like a puzzle for them. You can slot in and out the sections you don't like without having to figure out how to cut and when to cut because you've said everything in one go. So still, I recommend do the sections separately, record them separately, because they're much easier to edit at the end of it. Another advantage of recording the section of your script separately is that you can open and close the loops so much quicker. See, I'm looking at my script right now because I don't remember what I have to say. I found that even when I am extremely confident, I know from A to Z what to say for people to understand the concept, I always forget things. And we forget things. And if you open a loop and you're not able to close it because you find yourself saying, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you this, and blah, 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 and oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that, you lose your audience. Imagine you are trying to teach people how to bake a cake, you start your process and you start rambling because you don't remember what you did. But if you had the script that told you, oh, I need to tell them about the tools first, the ingredients, the process, how to cook, how to bake, and then the finishing touches, you can record that separately and it's gonna look like you are to the point and super clear. Script all the steps to get to the end result. So practically, how much time do we save if we apply this process? Of course, at the beginning, it might take you some time to get used to the process, but here's some numbers. Let's say 1 to 3 hours a week just for title research and scripting. And this is just for 2 videos. I don't want you to make more than that because it becomes overwhelming. But if you do 2 videos, you're always 1 video ahead, and that's a good place where to stay. You'll dedicate half a day for recording every single week. If you have a job, you have a Saturday and Sunday. You can use late evenings if you're a night owl. Just use half day to record the 2 videos that you scripted and found titles for beforehand. Editing might take a little longer, so I would predict about 2 to 3 days to properly edit 2 videos. If you've got budget and can hire video editors, I highly recommend that because the video editor could make or break a video, and it can increase the engagement of your video just by making it more interesting. But let's say you do it yourself, I would dedicate 3 days at the beginning, a week, to edit 2 videos. Then once you actually finish producing the video, you will still need to upload it and give it a thumbnail and do all of the finishing touches on the YouTube interface. I would say it's 1 to 2 hours a week. So the total process for 2 properly made videos done and uploaded on YouTube is about 4 days in a week. This is generous. This allows you to create amazing videos. The more you apply this process, the quicker it becomes to you to do the research, the scripting, the recording, so time will shrink. But at the beginning, if you try and stick with this process, you will gain 1 more video every single week, assuming you're uploading every week. And that gives you mental space. If you want to miss a week, you already have videos on the backlog that you can upload and they're already done. So this system, it compounds advantage and saves you time even if you want to take a break in the future. In many occasions, after years of doing this, we managed to record 4 or 5 videos in 1 single day and then have the whole month and a half done and didn't have to worry about it anymore. This is what I want you to get to, but at the beginning will take a bit of time. But apply this method and you'll see your production time will speed up exponentially every time you apply it. What do you say? You only spend a few minutes making the thumbnails because you don't know how to do it properly? Don't worry. I've made a video to teach you how to create thumbnails that get way more clicks and what elements to put in it that will grab people's attention and get your channels way more views. You can watch it right here.